Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Leo, and I will be your humble host. And welcome to the very first cold weather camp out of the 25-26 season. Now, we're not expecting any freezing temperatures. It's not supposed to get quite that cold. Today, I think it was like 45, 47 when I left the house this morning. A couple days ago, the day before yesterday, was like 82 and sunny, just beautiful weather. And then a cold front came through, and it rained all day yesterday, poured all day yesterday, and brought a bunch of cooler air down with it. And we're expecting a high today, somewhere around 60 degrees. Not very warm, not warm at all. And no sun, obviously. It's very cloudy out. I'm not expecting any sunshine today. And tonight we're expecting low 40s, maybe 45, maybe. So it's not going to be quite freezing, but it will be pretty cold, about like the inside of your refrigerator, give or take. Either way, for the next day until sometime tomorrow, welcome to my house. I live here for the next day or so. Cool. I like that. Now, the little spot that I'm on, this belongs to a friend of mine, Keith. I had to hold off on actually doing my intro. It's used to be an old coal mine. This whole valley, that valley, and there's another valley goes up that way too, used to be the site of a massive coal operation back in the day. Okay, all right, I need to drag my tent out and get started. I've got a whole lot to set up, but this part I like. It's the teardown part I don't like. I like the setup part for some reason. Well, I have my camp set up, got my tent ready, and the only problem I'm having, well, minor issue I guess, is the wind. It has been howling all day long. It's got up to about 70 and the sun's out, and I just checked the weather a little while ago. They're still saying 40s tonight, so it's still coming. They're still saying 40s, but all I know is I got stung by a bee a minute ago. I know that much, that's for sure. So it ain't that cold right now. But I've got my Starlink hooked up, got some little solar lights out, charging a little bit in the sun, and some Duraflame for later for a fire. And I'm gonna get a little wood, a little firewood too, to kind of supplement it. There shouldn't be a problem finding a standing dead tree somewhere, I don't believe. And we've still got a couple hours until sunset. So I made it and got a late start today. Got a little bit of a late start, but we're good. We got everything ready before dark. That's the only thing really that matters to me. Before it gets cold and dark, you've got everything ready to go. And look at them clouds. Oh, look at that hawk way up there. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Early fall. I see something has a nest up in the forks of that tree. You see that squirrel? It's a squirrel nest. I think they call them drays, if I'm not mistaken. That right there in the forks of this tree, that one going up, and you see the forks right there at the top. There's a big wad right there in the forks. And that would no doubt be a squirrel nest. That is really cool. That is cool. I mean, I know they're just tree rats, but still yet, it's pretty cool, I think. The mountains look pretty, don't they? Just look at all that up through there. A little bit of sunlight on that one mountain, and the dark clouds. Kind of looks ominous just a little bit. You can see the fall colors real well. You can see them getting going well, can't you? It won't be long. Will not be long at all. Everything will be crazy colors. All the maples, you can see the maples starting to turn red. There's one over there. But anyway, that's speaking of firewood. That brings me to my next point, I guess. Some of y'all may remember CC, little saws, the company that sent me the little cordless saws to me not long ago, about a week or so ago, and asked me if I was interested in one of their bigger saws. Yeah, I would love to use one, and to be honest, I really do like their products. Y'all have been watching the channel. You've seen some of the piles of firewood that I've cut, and it's all done with these. Every bit of it was done with their little saws. And this one here is their 12-inch bar and chain. It's a 20-volt lithium battery. It'll work. Brushless motor, auto oiling. Looks good too. So far, I haven't opened it at all. All I did, I haven't even looked at it yet. I got the batteries out and dug the charger out and charged up the batteries. And so far, that's been my entire extent of checking out the new saw, is to charge up the batteries. That's it. So I'm going to put him together real quick here in a minute, and we'll go find us some firewood. I think I saw a couple dead standing ones right over here, as a matter of fact. Close by. Closer the better, right? Less to drag. But anyway, alright, I guess I need to, before it gets any later, I need to get the saw put together and find me some wood somewhere and get some wood cut up real fast and get ready. It'll soon be dark. My favorite time. I love camping. But there's just something about, hanging out in your little camp at night under the stars, and you can hear the owls and all this other stuff going on, and it's just pretty cool. Drag your TV out. You can, if you wanted, you could just drag it right out here and sit by the fire and watch TV out here if you wanted to. I may do that. We'll see. We will see. I may do that. That just sounds really cool, don't it? Drag the TV out here and have it playing something while you're, kind of hanging out at the fire. A werewolf movie. Yeah. Something. Heather, I used to take movies on a flash drive, and for the TV before we got the Starlink. And Heather, she like the first time we did it, she sent one where it was campers being eaten by werewolves. The second movie was some campers being killed by aliens, and the third one was campers being killed by a bunch of hillbillies. I'm sensing a theme here. I was just putting it together, and I noticed a couple things right off the bat. Got a little bit of chain oil in it, for the chain. But I noticed, you see this right here? That's the adjuster for the chain tensioner. That little deal right there. And if you use these, there's like normally, this is the one that holds it, holds everything in place. And there's a little small set screw that you use a screwdriver to adjust that. But I like that a lot better. That is much better setup. Definitely much better setup. But okay, we got the chain. We got that ready to go. Looks good already, don't it? Looks good already. Little thing too. I like it. Oh yeah, it's 4,000 milliamp hour battery. I think I might have said amp hour earlier when I was, that's amp hour, this milliamp hour. Anyway. Let's see. Now they said cordless pruning saw, and the other one said that too, pruning saw. And I get, that why they do that. I get it, but I'll just be honest with you guys. Mine have really been through it. And, big stacks of wood. And yeah, I haven't had any trouble out of them. I mean, they've done quite a bit more than, you would expect from a little saw like that. So yeah, I can't complain at all. I love them. Really do. But okay, I just thought I'd show y'all that real quick. But okay, let's get back to it and get him put back together. Well, I got me a few. I found one nice one right over here. not 5 or 6 inches, something like that. Real good solid wood. So that should work well in our fire. All we got to do now is take the CC saw and chop it all up. And I figured I'd let y'all see the CC saw do what the CC saw. Okay, yeah, I know I did that joke in the other video, but it's right there. It's just really easy with, so, you know, that's kind of why I went for it. Y'all have to look over me. Anyway, let's chop up some firewood. I'll try to refrain from, you know, too many dumb jokes about the CC, this saw, that, you know. They are really good saws, though. They are really good. That right here. Look at that. Solid stuff. Went through it like butter. Not a whole lot of wood, but with what I've got, that should be plenty. Should be plenty for a nice, good fire. Little saw did really well. Thank you, CC. Very much appreciate you guys. And I very much do like your products. And just in case anybody is curious and might be in the market for one, I really do highly recommend their products. They are really nice, and they do seem to hold up well. Even, you know, to be honest, I'm a little bit rougher on them than I probably should be, but they seem to hold up really well. You know, all 3 of them are, you know, the other ones are still going. So yeah, cannot complain at all. Really good product. Very good product. Nice long battery life too. Comes with extra chain and extra battery as well. So vicious little devil. Vicious little devil. Well, I got my firewood all cut and stacked and ready to go. Got me a small piece of Duraflame and some bark around it to take a good spark, so we should have the fire ready to go. And it's just in time too, because the sun has just set. It's gone. The sun is gone. It went back behind that mountain, and I don't think it's coming back out today. I think it's probably most likely gone until tomorrow, when it will come up back over here somewhere. Back around, somewhere around the squirrel den. Either way, yeah, we're here for the duration, ain't we? Still a little bit of sunshine on that mountain, way back up through there. Just a little tiny bit of sun, that's all that's left until tomorrow. Still kind of windy too, but that's all right, I guess. We got heat. It's almost time. Like I said, it's not going to be really cold tonight, but you may as well be comfortable, right? You may as well, if you've got it, you may as well just go ahead and turn it on. You've already brought the thing, and you know, you already set it up. You may as well turn it on. Well, it is obviously really good and dark now. I'm doing a complete circle all the way around. And back where I started. That is the camp. Got my little tiki torches going. Got me a nice warm fire. Nice tall one. You know how it is. You got plenty of wood. You may as well do a good one, right? So yeah, we got that, and Mr. Boney, he's hanging out by the fire, wishing everyone well. Got a little lantern over here, just one, you know, for a little bit of outside light, but I've got pretty much everything else inside. GoPros don't do real good in low light, so I turned on a whole bunch of lights. So we'll see how the video turns out. See, I still can't even see the bed. They don't do well in low light, but anyway, it's getting there. It's about a little after 7:30, something like that. Got my heater on. It's doing well. Got it set on 2 right now. Goes to 6, so that's what, 30%, something like that. Of course, I got the door open too, but you know, got plenty of fuel. It'll run for days, and you probably get 200-300 hours out of a battery. Way longer than I'm gonna need. So, you know, I figured just go ahead, turn it on, and, you know, turn it up just a little bit, and have a really nice, warm, comfy, cozy little place inside here. And it's very nice. It's very cozy. Got everything I need. The TV's all set up. All I got to do is, you know, grab the remote, and we are watching movies. I've got access to everything that I have at home. Hulu, Netflix, you name it. You name it. But so far so good. Like I said, it's actually very warm in here. Very cozy. Very cozy. That's a really good way to, yeah, it's a good way to put it. It's pretty chilly outside. I'm not sure what the temperature is out there, but it's windy and it's just not real warm. I'll be honest about it. Even by the fire, and I've got, like I said, good fire, but even by the fire, it's pretty windy and it's a little cool. So anyway, but like I said, super cozy in here. But it's about dinner time. I've got everything done and got all my wood done and got my heat going in time and everything done. You know, just relax. And it's about time here pretty soon to go ahead and fix some dinner. A rock under my table. Go ahead and get some dinner going. I brought, like I said, I brought a couple steaks and some baby portobellos. So that should be pretty good. And picked me a movie. It's a World War II movie called Fortress, about a B-17 bomber crew. Looks interesting. Supposedly, you know, I like that kind of stuff. But anyway, I've got my steaks on, doing their thing. Got some mushrooms in there, sauteing in that juice just a little bit. So far, just salt and pepper. Nothing dramatic. But yeah, the mushrooms should be delicious already. They're not quite done, but should be pretty good little bites. I'll say one thing, it certainly looks promising, doesn't it? Sauteed mushrooms, whole bunch of them. Yeah, I may do the rest of them too. Those are usually pretty good. Got my steaks ready, all chopped up. I got extra puddles of A1 here and here. We should be ready. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. That is really good. That little devil. Juicy little devil. That is really good. I mean, exceptionally good. Maybe I'm just really hungry, or I don't know what the deal is, but maybe it's the atmosphere too. Might have something to do with it. I don't know, but that is incredibly delicious. Well, all right, I'm gonna get off here while it's still hot and get off and have a bite to eat and start my movie and enjoy this night. Well, that was pretty nice. I'm laying here just kind of chilling out, chilling out in the bed, watching some TV, just enjoying. It is pretty cold outside. I went out just to, run to the bushes real quick, and it is cold out there, y'all. It is not warm at all, but it's nice and warm in here, though. It's very nice in here. But yeah, it's not good at all outside. But anyway, guys, all right, I'm gonna call it a night. I am wore out. I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good morning. It's about, I'm gonna guess about 8, give or take, 7:56. About 8 o'clock. Pretty cold outside. It's about 40. I looked a little while ago. I think it said 43. Not quite freezing, but it is most certainly not warm out there. A teensy little bit of sunshine up on the mountain right up there. Just the slightest little trace of sunlight starting to come up. But it's been a real nice morning. I had my heater set on 1 overnight, and it got a little, not cold, a little chilly, away from the heat, a little bit chilly. But I woke up and you know how you wake up in the middle of the night, I don't know what time it was, had some kind of bug sitting right on my cheek. I just smacked him across the tit and rolled over and went back to sleep. You can sleep in the bed if you want to, I don't care. Just stay off my face. I'll share the bed with bugs, but just don't be climbing on my face. That's all I ask. Not that difficult to get along with. But anyway, just sitting here checking out. Did a camp video not long ago up in Mate 1 where I had squirrel gravy and all this, set up a Halloween camp and had squirrel gravy for dinner and stuff. And Heather just posted it last night, so I was checking it out real quick, and it is really, really nice in here right now. I mean, it is super comfy. Yeah, zero complaints whatsoever. Very nice little trip. Very cozy in here. Now that is a fact. It is very cozy. All right, I'm gonna get off here, I guess, and check out my Halloween camp video and see how I did. See how goofy I look. All right, let's check out Leo camping while Leo's camping. I always thought those were weird when this happens, It's weird. Well, check this out, y'all. I was watching, the episode, the hillbilly Halloween camping, and just happened to look outside and saw, hang on, look what a view. Look at that view. You can barely see the sun just coming up on the tips of the mountains. That is beautiful. You got just one little tiny speck of sunlight up on the tip of that mountain up there, and the same with that one. That looks really cool from here. I don't know if the GoPro's, if that transitions to the camera or not, but that is really pretty. Like snow-capped mountains, but they're sunshine-capped green mountains with a little bit of fall color in them. Now, I don't know if the camera's catching that or not, but standing here looking at it, it is really pretty. Alright, let's get the drone out and get up in the air for a little while. Morning, Mr. Boney. How'd you sleep last night, buddy? I slept pretty good in the heated tent while you were outside freezing. I didn't even think about that. I left him outside. He probably froze to death. That's why he's not moving. He's probably dead now. Oh well. Man, that is gorgeous. You know, you take his stuff for granted sometimes. You get out here and just kind of, you know, looking at it, you know, videoing it, and, you know, specifically noticing it again. And man, that is really pretty, isn't it? Well, check this out, y'all. Check this out. I came out and was just getting ready to launch the drone when Keith comes off the hill. That road comes down right there, comes out right here, and then this one goes up that way. Anyhow, he comes down, and he said, "So did you see any bears last night?" I said, "No." He said, "I've got them on camera right over here, just right up from your tent." He showed me the picture on his phone, and there's like at least 2, possibly 3 bears right there on the other side of that pipe, not far on the other side. There's a pipe right over there. Now I'll show it to you. Pipe is right there, and then the little road's right back behind it. And he said that's where the bears were, right there. Anyway, he's off working on some camp, on an area that he's putting in some cabins. And, you know, said, swing by a little later, check it out. And I will. I'll check it out on the way out. I'll swing by. But anyway, I guess I better, the sun is coming up, and I'm losing my sunrise. So I better get the drone up and get the video and pictures done while I can, because it's about to get sunny down here. And it's still nice and cool right now. You know, I've actually got a little bit of a chill to it, the air does. Check this out, guys. It's about 10 o'clock, about 45 outside, give or take. I was watching, you know, that video I was telling you about, you know, one just came out last night, and, you know, up next, the next video, and it's one from last winter. I went camping way up on top of a mountain. And hang on, let me get back. Oh, wrong, it's volume. Wrong button. Just wanted to show y'all something. Check this out. This view made me think about winter camping. The winter's coming. I can't wait. Just check this out just for a second. Look at that. On top of a mountain, all alone last winter. And 3-4 inches of snow, something like that. About, I don't remember, 29, I think it was 29 degrees, 30 degrees that night. Just look at that video. Makes you eager for some winter camping. I don't know if y'all do any winter camping, but you really should try it. Anyway, I just thought I'd show that to y'all real quick. Winter tent camping in Kentucky. Try not to take stuff like this for granted. If it wasn't for YouTube and you guys watching the channel, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't get to do this. I'd probably be, you know, let's be honest, I'd probably be working in construction or something. You know, I always did like construction, you know, working on things, but I like this better. This is really nice, and I get to share it with you guys. You know, I get to share West Virginia, share my little home with the world. A little gusty all of a sudden. Sun's almost up though. Almost on the, well, the tent's all in the sun pretty much. But yeah, the wind has kicked up, you could say. I don't think it's going anywhere, but you know, I got this little dude hanging on for dear life. Enjoy the ride, buddy. I just noticed something that I thought I would share with you guys. Pack up, for some reason, is nowhere near as much fun as setup. I mean, you would think they would be equal. You know, it's the same things. You know, same toys. Nope. Nope. Like the bed. Take the bed right here. I just had to, you know, drag it over a little bit so the cord would reach the power bank to deflate it. And, you know, just think about this right here alone. Setting this up to, you know, blowing it up, inflating it, to go camping. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Yes? Sounds like fun. Deflating it and rolling it up, packing it, does not sound fun. Now, does it? It's kind of weird. I just happened to think that. We're getting there. I'm working on it. I've got a lot of it already. Little bits and pieces left. 39% on the power bank. I've still got it on so that I still have internet, you know, connection with Heather if I need to. And, you know, topping off some GoPro batteries too. I'm always charging something. Just about to get to the loading part. We're getting the packing part ironed out pretty well. At least now we don't need any kind of heat, you know, inside or outside. It's not hot, it's warm. It feels really nice out here. The wind, I mean, if it weren't for blowing a tent around, the wind would feel really good, I'm sure. Very pretty. I know I keep saying that, but man, it's pretty. But anyway, guys, all right, I guess it is time to get out of here and get back home to Heather. So we will see y'all next time on the next adventure. Until then, y'all have a really good day, and Leo out. Goodbye, little camp spot. I'll see you next time.